All right, this is my 1990 Toyota Sera. Imported it back in August. Finally got to me back in September. Haven't really done a whole lot to it since I got it. Just kind of done a couple of routine maintenance stuff, oil changes, spark plugs, topped off the fluids, little stuff like that. But this is it. This one has butterfly doors. It's got window and window with a glass roof. It has kind of this bubble hatch in the back. More glass. Got an antique plate for it. Those are stock rims. This marker needs to be glued down or something, or get a new clip. Keeps popping out when I drive. This one came with projector headlights instead of your typical pop-ups, or even on the Prius there. I kept the UK plate in the front. I came with I think these are OEM fog lights that came from the factory as well. But that's pretty much it. Let's take a look underneath the hood and then open up these doors for you. So this one has a key fob for it, which was retrofitted in the UK, which is standard. Once you bring a car over to the UK, it has to be retrofitted either with these side markers, a third brake light is another option, and an aftermarket alarm system. But here we go. Pull the handle, and it goes straight up. There's a main mounting point up top, and then a little actuator strut there at the bottom, and that usually does most of the heavy lifting there. And just like every other Toyota, the little trunk latch is here. Another head latch, excuse me. There we go. Should be right dead center here. There you go. All right, another little four banger like the MR2 over here next door. This is a 5E engine. Really isn't a whole lot to it. A little air intake is here. It wraps all the way around to the air filter. Comes through here to the air intake manifold and then into your engine. The exhaust comes out the front here and wraps behind the car. And then all the other components down there. Sits sideways rather than coming in line in front. Placard for the car in the back there. I believe this is I think they call it a gray mica color. But there it is for the engine bay. Not a whole lot to it. Pretty simple engine to work on. Real small radiator. A lot of parts you can get off of Paseos and Startlets that you can easily swap over with the Sera. So that's kind of nice if you're trying to hunt for some kind of rare parts that may be hard just to find exclusively just for the Sera. But that's it. I kind of do a little bit more from the interior side and then work our way to the back. All right, so a lot of these cars came stock with these shades here. This one's already starting to fall out, but they fit right in this spot here at the top, a little latch here. Undo it, and then it slides out. They have these little mounting clips here, and then this little handle that you squeeze down to lock it into place. And those attach up in here. But because there's so much glass, you know, it acts as like a magnifying glass when you're driving. So it heats up quite a bit in the car. So those are in there, just kind of create a false hard top, I guess you'd say. The glass does curve, comes all the way up as one piece. So that's what I'm afraid of, you know, there's a chip in it or there's a crack in it. I got to replace the whole curved mirror, and trying to get one in the States is almost going to be impossible. But that's pretty much how the glass is set up, and the door. Same with the other side as well. There isn't a whole lot to the interior. It's pretty plain. You know, you got your two back seats here. Just fold up this way and they lock into place. Two seats in the front. This one does not have an armrest, which came as an upgrade for whatever reason. This is your basic model. This one's an automatic. I think only about 1,000 were manuals, so it's even more rare. And then your sun visors actually swivel to a mounting point in the middle, and they're tiny. They're like half the size of a standard little sun visor. Those fit right there in the middle. And get this out of the way. So this is the button layout. I think there's two aftermarket cassette player as well as a CD player that was fitted in here. I think base models usually come with a single DIN radio. Some of the other phases, phase 2s and 3s, came out with a double DIN version that came with the tape deck as well as a CD player for the, they call it the SLSS, which is like the super live surround sound system. This is just the base model, so I don't have the two tweeters that would be mounted at the top, plus an additional speaker here. And then you can also get a coin tray, a cup holder mounted on the top of the dash on this side. There's a little tachometer information there. I guess somebody tried to retrofit a miles per hour in there rather than the kilometers. I think they just popped it open and pasted a little piece of paper in there. But this one's strictly kilometers. And then over here you got your window switch, so you go right and then you change it this way, or left mirror, and then you just change it pushing these buttons inward. I don't see the mirror. I think most people are trying to hit this thinking this is the switch the mirror out, but it's not. This is a light here that'll increase the backlighting of your gauges there. And then push this in. It's another little holder down here. Nothing, not a whole lot to it. And then this one has a little holder here. Push that down. A little ashtray. A lot of the stuff doesn't look like it lines up all that well. I know once you get them into the UK, you have to have an alarm system retrofitted. And in the engine bay on the left side, there was all the components for it. And then on the right side of the engine bay, there was the horns or the information or the speakers for it that broadcast it out. It's kind of annoying. I don't really like it. So one of these days I'll probably rip all that out and then just rewire everything. But it works for now, but it's kind of annoying. I guess it's just the UK standard once you bring a car in. But that's pretty much it for the interior here. Just pretty much plain aesthetics, I guess. Now we're going to take a look at the hatch. Open it up through here. And it's starting to try to go up. Give it a little help. So this material I ended up having to redo. It was very similar to this material, which, as you can see, is starting to peel back. Yeah, it's like real loose down there. And this board was exposed, and I guess somebody, the previous owner, rattle canned the top of it. And it looked real bad, so I went ahead and sanded it down and then put some felt on it. Plan is to put some speakers, because I got some holes cut out here, kind of a soft spot there as well as here. And have the holes are already pre-cut for me. So I just wanted to felt it over the top so I can lay the speakers down. I didn't really want to put that same material on since it's real cheap looking. But here's the trunk space. Yeah, it's a decent amount of space in here. I got the speaker wires ready to go there. So whenever I get the speakers, I can just drop them in. On the Super Live surround sound, it usually came with a subwoofer that came down in here, and a sausage speaker would fit up top here. So the sausage speaker would fit up right here, and they had a bunch of different modes, like funky mode, that you could choose from. And then mounted in the center, right behind it, right about here, they had like a scent canister where you could spray like 3 different scents out and give you like a different aromatic in the car, which was more a part of the upgraded package again. So this is very, very base model, not a whole lot of upgrades to it. That's why I don't have the speaker system that came aftermarket. The center console is not there as like a upgrade as well. The aromatic scent odorizer in the front, also an upgrade. The double DIN OEM radio is also an upgrade. I have a booklet that'll showcase a lot more of those upgrades too that you could get from the factory option back in the day, but now it's almost impossible to find a lot of these parts. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut the hatch here and open up the passenger side door, and then kind of give you a full view of what the doors look like with both of them open. All right, so here's the car with both doors open. And I guess I decided to leave the hatch open too, but that's it from the front there. As you can see, I left one of the other sunroofs in, and then the other one has the sunroof out. Nice clear view, perfect in the rain, sunsets, all that good stuff. Down here in Florida, it kind of sucks, just sun beating down on you. And then here's the hatch too, from the view from the back. These sunshades also came with a carrying bag. I guess previous owner must have lost it or never came with one. Then you could also get headrest covers too. Like some JDM cars will have like these little doily looking knitted headrest covers that have the name embroidered on it right here. I saw one for sale, but I guess they wanted like 200 bucks for it. And these have aftermarket floor mats. The OEM ones have the Sera name embroidered on them, the front and the back as well. This one, I don't know where they went, but I guess the previous owner decided to put aftermarkets in their stead, but I guess they'll work for now. I'm always searching for original parts. I'm trying to keep them in stock as possible, and I'm not really trying to, you know, slam them or anything, and, you know, just trying to keep the stock aesthetics as long as I can. Try to keep them all natural, all original. But here it is, the 1990 Toyota Sera EXY10. So one of the last final things I want to show is I got this original magazine for the car. Just as being from Japan, you got to open it from the opposite direction, instead of this way. This being the back of the book, this being the front. So it just comes with pictures of the car, the early concepts of what the car looked like. Some pictures of the different colors you could get for the car. Just a bunch of pics with a bunch of random models, I guess. Does a lot of interior as well as exterior pics. Kind of showcases the interior of what the car looks like there. Kind of cool. This one, it shows the sausage speakers I was talking about earlier would mount at the top there, and these seats come down, and you can take this out if you want to leave it all open, if you want to put bigger items in there. What the trunk looks like there. More information about it. I don't read Japanese, so I can't really say what they're talking about in this section. But here's the concept of how they designed it in the early days, kind of how it transformed over the years. More pictures of the interior, the different setups you could get for the car. At least I can read that part, interior. So different schemes you could put together. This is what it was called originally, the AXV2, when it showcased in the late 80s. I think this is for the upgraded surround sound system I was talking about, where they had the two speakers mounted up top, the tweeters, the one in the middle, and then your upgraded packages here. This is back in the trunk I was talking about. Subwoofers, additional door speakers there. Oh, here it is all together there. So that's for that SLSS system, Super Live surround sound system you could get as an upgraded audio system for the car, since, I mean, technically it's just a regular old four-banger vehicle. So what's one way that people enjoy driving a car is listening to music, so I guess they have that upgraded package for it. But just kind of going through, just more kind of pics of it. Kind of just showcasing the overall car, the door mechanism here. Kind of the breakdown of the engine on this one, all the parts that go with it. More specs of the car itself, the struts and the undercarriage. And then more of the interior pics, but they have a lot more close-ups of the pics. Turning signals, adjust your mirrors, climate control, the door handle buttons, your upgraded speaker systems, the sausage speaker, the tweeters, the mounted dash speaker, subwoofer in the back. And here's the upgraded tape deck you could get for it right there as well, CD as well as the cassette player, whereas mine are just a couple of aftermarkets put together on top of each other. I'd like to find an original though. More interior pics, so this one looks more around the dash, cigarette lighter information there. Looks like the different chassis codes there. Some of the slight different versions of it. I think this was at an auto show. They showed it off. Some merchandise you could get for the car. I'm not sure if you can even order this stuff anymore from these numbers. And then a lot more aesthetic pictures that they had in here, showcasing the car. It's kind of a real cool magazine. There you go, the fog lights that I have mounted. These are some of the upgraded packages you could get. Radio antenna. This is an additional spoiler you could get for the back there. Kind of the side of the car there. The upgraded surround sound system. Oh, there it is. Center console. That comes as an upgraded package. Mine doesn't have it, which would fit right there. See, these are all the options you could get, but I can't read them. But mine's the, like I said, very, very base model. One of the first, within the first 2,000 to 3,000 ever produced. Tires and wheels information, and the different OEM specs you could get for it. Braking system there. The engine, just kind of a little bit info about that. Layout of the car, getting showcasing the radio again. The back seats and how those move down. The cabin itself. Exterior. Here they say gull wing doors, but everybody that refers to it as butterfly doors. And then more interior pics here. Kind of more of the cockpit, I guess you say. It's automatic. Has the upgraded SL, SS package with the speakers you can see, and the upgraded radio OEM. But very, very basic overall, not a whole lot to it. And then here's the other colors you could get for the car. Really nice. You get the wine red mica, this a light turquoise mica, a medium blue mica. Here's mine. I got the dark gray mica. There's a silver and this greenish yellow mica. So 6 new colors. So I wish I had one of the other upgraded colors. I like those color schemes a lot better than the little dark gray mica version I got. But there you go. There's the car itself. And we're at the back of the book. So hope you enjoyed my little walk around. Wikipedia page has a lot of great information on it too if you want to look more in depth about a lot of this information. But there you go. It's a 1990 Toyota Sera Phase 1 base model. So I hope you enjoyed it, and any other questions, feel free to comment. Thank you.